New York City is paying tribute to Kobe Bryant. This is a live look at a billboard on 37th and 7th in Manhattan. Last night, Chopper 2 flew over the Empire State Building, which was lit up in purple and gold to honor the former Lakers superstar. Both the NASDAQ building and the Marriott Marquis in Times Square displayed photos and Bryant's number 24. And in another touching gesture, the Bryant Park subway stop was temporarily renamed Kobe Bryant Park.
4:35 right now. NTSB investigators are now poring over the crash site in Calabasas, California, as they search for clues about what brought down Kobe Bryant's helicopter.
They're joined by members of the L.A. Coroner's Office who are searching for remains of those killed in the crash. CBS News' Jenna DeAngelis here now with more on the investigation for us. Jenna?
Yeah, Chris and Marion, officials estimate the NTSB will be on scene for the rest of the week collecting evidence. Meanwhile, from coast to coast, family, friends, and fans mourn the loss of a basketball legend and the 8 other lives lost. While fans display an outpouring of love in a candlelight memorial at the bottom of the crash site where basketball star Kobe Bryant, his 13-year-old daughter, and 7 others were killed, investigators painstakingly combed through a massive debris field on a rugged Southern California hillside to figure out what caused the deadly helicopter crash.
It was a pretty devastating accident scene.
The helicopter took off Sunday shortly after 9 a.m., heading to a youth basketball game at Kobe Bryant's Mamba Sports Academy when it ran into thick fog. The pilot asked to fly under special visual flight rules, which means to fly by sight instead of instruments, circling the helicopter for 12 minutes until given approval. Air traffic control warned,
2 Echo X-ray, you're still too low level for flight following at this time.
The pilot advised they were climbing to avoid a cloud layer. When ATC asked what the pilot planned to do, there was no reply.
And no distress call. Bryant's pilot, Aras O'Brien, had 13 years of commercial flying experience. Bryant traveled often in his private helicopter, explaining in a December 2018 interview it allowed him to spend more time with his family.
I wound up missing like a school play because I was sitting in traffic and this thing just kept mounting.
But Sunday's trip that included his daughter Gianna took a devastating turn.
There's husbands that lost their wives lost their husbands, parents lost their children, and vice versa.
Among the lives lost, longtime Orange Coast College baseball coach John Altobelli, his wife Carrie and their daughter Alyssa, one of Gianna's teammates, Sarah Chester and her daughter Peyton. The Chester family saying in a statement, "Sarah and Peyton were the lights of our family." We also remember Christina Mauser, a woman who helped coach at Bryant's Academy. In a Facebook post, her husband Matt wrote, "My kids and I are devastated." And officials say there was no black box on board as it's not required, but they hope to examine the flight tools on the pilot's iPad. The NTSB says it'll look at not just the weather, but man, machine, and the environment in the investigation. Mary?
Jenna DeAngelis, Jenna, thank you. And stay with CBS 2 for continuing coverage on the death of Kobe Bryant. We'll have updates online and on our streaming service, CBSN New York.